so this is today's look here. I'll zoom in quickly. So that is the eyes there. And as you can see, and a nude lip, of course. And as you can see, it is a cool toned, just very dramatic, colourful look. I am planning on doing a warm toned look using pinks, oranges and yellows, that kind of thing. But I thought I'd do a cool tone one for now. And I created this using the BH Cosmetics Eyes on the 60s palette mostly, but I used 2 shades out of the BH Cosmetics Eyes on the 70s palette. And you do not need this palette for the 2 colours I used. You can use whatever colours you have. I think I used the green on this part of my eye and the dark, like really dark navy blue. But if you have colour similar to that in any other palette or single eyeshadows, just go ahead and use that. You don't need this palette. But I was requested to do a bright coloured look using BH Cosmetics eyeshadow, so that's what I've done. And yeah, as I said, I do plan on doing a warm toned, dramatic, you know, colourful look as well. Okay, so if you want to see how I created this look, please keep watching. Bye! Okay, so I'm going to start off with my eyes first. So I'm going to go in with the Starless Eye Primer. So I'm just going to prime both my eyes to start off with. Now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Tenacious Teal, I think it's called. And I'm going to take it on a flat shader brush, and this one's just from BH Cosmetics. On the outer 2/3, so leaving the first third bare. I'm going to take this angled flat brush thing here from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to go straight on with the Eyes on 60s palette from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to go straight on top of that with this blue shade here that is on the last row of the palette, and put that right over top of that. So I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Professional shadow brush, and I'm going to go in with the same Eyes on the 60s palette, and I'm going to go in with this shade here. It's just a lighter blue. Put that just in front of there and blend the 2 colours together. Then I am taking the Pixie Point eyeliner brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to go in and use this shade here, this green, and put that in the inner tear duct area. And just blending these 2 colours here together. So it's still a little bit blue for me. I want it to be a bit more green, so I'm just going to take this green here, and it is actually at the bottom of the palette just there, and I'm just putting that over that colour we just put on. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take this Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush, and I'm going in and going to use this purple right here. Just taking a tiny bit on the brush to start off with. And I'm going to put that into my crease very gently. Very softly in the crease. I want to build up to a nice purple, but I'm just trying to get the colour started first. Okay, so that's both eyes done to the same step. So I'm going to conceal under my eyes, just because I'm not doing my foundation until my eyes are completely done. So if I've concealed, then I don't have to worry about getting so close to the shadows. So the concealer I'm using is the LA Girls Pro Conceal in Classic Ivory, and taking the back of a beauty blender or Real Techniques complexion sponge, I'm just going to dab it under my eyes like that, and then bring it down. I'm going to do green under the eyes. And for that, I am going to go on to the eyes on the 70s palette, and I'm only going to use 2 shades out of this whole one just because they do not come in the eyes on the 60s palette. But you know, you can use whatever you want. I'm just using these because they are BH Cosmetics. I want to do a whole tutorial using BH Cosmetics eyeshadows, that's why. Okay. So next I'm going to go in with this manicure, I'm not sure what it's called, but I've had this for ages. And I'm going to go in with this shade of green right here. And I'm going to put that on the first half of my eye. So from where that last bit of stuff was till about there. And just blending it into the other colour as much as I can. I might use a different brush actually. I'm going to use this brush here. It's like a round flat brush. So I'm going to use the same green shade. Now using that same brush, I am going to go in with this darker green here, and that is in the Eyes on the 60s palette, so really you only need that green that I used just here from the Eyes on the 70s. So if you have another green, you can use that. You don't have to worry about buying 2 palettes. I'm just putting it on the outer half that is still bare. Go back into the Eyes on the 70s palette and use this really dark blue here. So there is 2 shades out of this palette that I'm using. And I'm going to go in and use this e.l.f. Professional Eye Crease brush and that dark blue shade, and put that in the outer V. Really to just deepen that part up. So just grabbing some of that deep blue and kind of connecting the green with it. I'm going to go back to the Eyes on the 60s palette and use this top shimmery white shade there and use it on a eye shading E55 Sigma brush and just putting it on the brow bone. And if you're having trouble blending that purple out, this will help blend that out. Okay, so the eyes are pretty much done. I'm going to do the rest of my face and then come back to mascara and wing line and all that. But I'm going to do my brows now, and I'm just going to do it off camera because it's just brows and everyone does their brows differently, so you can do them whatever way. But I do have a brow tutorial that I'll link down below just in case you want to see how I do it. It's pretty much the same as how I did it in that video. Nothing's really changed at all, so I'll link it down below, and I'm going to do my brows and be back very soon. For primer, I'm going to use my L'Oreal Based Magic, and I'm so sad because literally I am scraping the bottom of the jar and I literally do not have that much on my face. It just looks like a lot because it's white. Okay, so now for foundation, I'm going to go in and use the Chi Chi Fabulous and Flawless Foundation in number Look to Fair. And to apply that, I'm going to use my real... Oh, do you see that? My son ate it. Well, bit a hole in it. So I'm going to use a Deb Real Techniques Complexion Sponge with that foundation and just put it all over my skin. Okay, so I'm going to use that same concealer I used before and highlight a bit under my eyes. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my metal palette and the Ben Nye Banana Powder. And I'm just going to place a smallish amount on there. And I'm going to take one of the cosmetic wedges and kind of pack it on like that and press it under pack it and really press it into the under eye area. I'm really lean forward so I don't get anything on my clothes. So while that's sinking in, I'm going to use the Face of Australia loose translucent powder with a BH Cosmetics powder brush. I'm going to pull it again and just now I'm going to use the Real Technique setting brush to dust away all of that banana powder I put on. So I'm going to go back onto the eyes. I know this is like really messed up and all over the place, but I'm going to go in and use my liquid liner, gel liner. So I've just started using my Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in Blackest Black. Okay, so you can line your eyes however you want. I'm going to do a winged liner, but you can do it however you want. So I'll just zoom in so you can watch me. Sorry if I'm not in view sometimes, but it's a bit hard. I'm using a BH Cosmetics angled eyeliner brush. There it is there. I'm going to do my other eye and be back. And for the face, I'm going to go in and use the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. And I'm going to use this e.l.f. small tapered blush and use it to contour my cheekbones. Let me put that back a little bit. And contour my forehead a little bit. And my nose slightly. For blush, I'm going to use one of my new blushes that I've just done a haul for. I'm going to use this shade here, and I don't know what shade it is. It's just the light peachy colour and it's hard to open. So I'm going to go in and use my Sigma Duo Fibre Fair F50 brush and that blush and pack some on the bristles just slightly, tap off and put on my apples. And then take it back a little bit. And then blushes are really nice. They kind of add a little bit of a highlight to your cheek. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they add a little highlight as well as putting a little bit of blush on your cheeks. Okay, so now lips. I'm kind of leaning towards a nude, obviously. The Essence lip liner in the nude. And I'm going to use this my NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee over top of that. Honestly, you can do whatever lip you want. I just chose to do a nude lip because it is the most universal for a bright, you know, intense look like I have on. But this is it here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it and want to see more tutorials using BH stuff or bright colours, you know, something like this, I am going to do like a warm toned look. Like this is more cool because it's like got the purple, the green and the blue. So I'm going to do like something with orange and pink and yellow, red, you know, that kind of thing. But if you like this, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to see what I come up with next. Also comment down below any questions, requests, or if you want to just say hey. But this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye!